Hello, if you don't know who I am, my name is Chris M. Walker. I'm the CEO and founder of Legiit.com and Superstar SEO. And there you go. That was for the sake of my editor, for the sake of everybody else that's on right now, all 6 of you, because I didn't advertise this very much. Please let me know in the chat if my sound and picture quality is good, because I don't want to talk to myself. While we're doing that, I will go and get the sharing of streams out of the way. Only 4 people now. Ooh, boy. Well, hopefully once the email starts rolling in, we'll get some more folks. I also know that it's later in the day than I usually do these, but I've been busy. Blake, thanks for joining us today, Blake. So this sounds and looks good on my end. I saw you pick up the course last night. I appreciate that. I hope you'll find value from it, and let me know if you have any questions. And we'll get started as soon as I get done doing this. I think today's actually going to be a quick one because it's late in the day, and I didn't really advertise this one as much as I usually do, and I'm kind of tired. Not tired, but heads elsewhere. Live now. All right. Osman says good night. Clip Mix says hello, boss. Hello, both of you. Here we go. Everyone live now. And yeah, definitely small turnout today, but that's all right. That's what happens when I don't take the time to promote it all. Hello, Creators Club. Good to see you, my friend. All right. So we're done doing that. Let's go ahead and just get into today's content and try to get everybody out of here kind of quick today. So let's go ahead and share my screen and hop over. Oh, let's start today's goal. We're just going to do a cheapie today because it's kind of a chill stream. We'll set that for 45 minutes. Donation will go to charity. And oh fuck, I got another meeting today too. I just remembered. And donator will get a piece of legit merch. All right. So let me go ahead and go into the schedule, but I got one more thing I got to add. So we'll just put it here. Unlimited consulting program call. The Python path with Himalay is here. What's up, Himalay? Himalay is our AI developer at Legiit. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got today. Today has been, it's felt very busy. I don't know why. We think big. We wake up and we immediately think about what we want to do with our life and then how we can go even bigger with it, both today and long term. You do that every day and you're going to wake up jacked, ready to take on the world. I checked my 8 sleep and aura metrics, which were absolutely wonderful today. I do a little bit of exercise, push up, a little ab work, usually flutters, maybe some crunches. And sometimes I use my exercise band as well. Breakfast, checked up with our new support person. I spent the morning working on personal things in my various investment accounts. I review messages. I've actually been pretty bad about that recently. I apologize to those of you that deserve it. And then I'm still looking to hire a designer. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've had a meeting with an ad tracking company that we're going to be working with. So that's good. Prepped for this live stream and then did this live stream all in about 5 minutes because that meeting ran long. I got to reply to any of my messages. Then I have a call for my unlimited consulting program as well. If you're interested in that program, let me know. Then dinner and catch up on extending items. And I'm looking forward to reading. I spent a good hour and a half reading last night and I felt glorious afterwards. So that's kind of the agenda for today. Now, let's do a quick update on our case study, which I'm really excited about because of a couple of things. So let me log in. Let me get off camera first and do that. All right. So let's take a look at the most exciting news today. At least to me. Your mileage may vary. But the most exciting thing as far as our case study that's happened today, well, hopefully nobody messages this guy and messes with him. But we got our first few leads. So this guy's asking about kitchen remodeling services. And there's another one I wanted to see. Yeah, this one's spam. All right, let's see what a mod says about my amazing live stream. Just watch I say it's insightful. I learned a lot. Appreciate that. I'm a black links, blah, blah, blah. That's interesting that he's actually watched it, though. So at least, good for him. New reasons for vending. That's interesting. We'll have to look into that later. All right, but the exciting thing is we got our very first real lead through the site. So that's proof that this shit is working. So awesome. Now, another thing, let's go ahead and check our GMB and see if the rest of it got approved or not. And of course, we have to switch accounts again because why wouldn't we? Nobody on Facebook today. Interesting. Let's go to business. Sign in. Oops. Fully verified for the first time. But we are going to have to maybe add something else to this. So let's see what our performance says. 7 profile interactions, few more searches, and we're going to get to where we'll actually get some data here. Any calls? No. Any bookings? No. Directions? 7. Website clicks? 0. So he must have found us through organic, or maybe he just clicked on well, that doesn't make sense. But anyhow, so yay on that. Now let's go over and check our AI dashboard and see how our rankings are doing, our organic rankings. And there's a bit of a glitch here that I noticed earlier today, which is unfortunate, but I saw this, let me zoom in. I saw this morning and got pumped. I was like, holy shit, we jumped all the way up to number 1, but it was not to be. I'll show you what happened and what we're working to resolve right now. So let's go incognito, share, and then after that, I'm going to show you that we got our first orders, and that's probably going to be it for today. So not every day can be exciting. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Well, and when you search from Pueblo and from most places, this shows number 1. So I think what has happened is our rank tracker sees that and thinks that we're number 1 because the website finally showed up yesterday. So it's not differentiating organic from maps. So that is why the rank tracker is showing number one. So we're going to have to get that to where it only map tracks the organic SERP. So I think we're at in the 30s or something, maybe even in the 20s, but I think we're in the 30s organic. Yeah, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, which I think is still a couple spots better than yesterday. I don't remember for sure, though. So, yeah, that's something we're going to have to get fixed. That's part of building in public, as it were, is transparency. So let's look at this. See, we got the showing up in the maps there. Number 4. And here we are at 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. All right. Well, I don't think there's much movement there. So, but I was super pumped earlier when I saw this, but it turns out that it's a false positive, which is unfortunate. It does make me think that we're ranking for some sort of kitchen remodeling term, though, that we got a lead for that. But I don't know. We'll see. But the other exciting thing is some of our orders are ready. So let's take a look at the delivery on those. Let me close some of these tabs. And before we do that, actually, let's look at local dominator. What did you do to get an imaginary business verified in the map section? There we dropped a pin and then said that there was a missing business there. There's a couple videos on it in this the series, Alan. So just go back and check those. One-time scans. We want to check the February 18th ones, see if we've gained any ground here. And run and apply and confirm. I wish he would have this refresh the page. That seems like the logical thing. But we'll wait a second while that finishes processing, and then we'll look at our orders, and then we're probably going to call it a day because I am tired. Ish. All right, so 1.01. That means we must have lost one of the stars because it was a perfect 1.0 yesterday. That's disappointing. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, 2 way out there. It looks like in no man's land anyway. So, yeah, we are still crushing. All right, let's take a look at the orders we got delivered. We got our foundation links and our social profiles delivered. I'm going to start with the social profiles. Let's take a look at the delivery. I have to switch to sharing my screen or my entire window, I guess. Window. No, that's not right. Share screen. Anyway, I better delete the registration information before I share because you hooligans will try to log into it. All right. Maruf. What's up, Maruf? Says, wow, looks good. Thanks. But what about the. Never mind. I use that joke too much. All right. So, what we need to do. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to change that after. All right. So what we need to do is go through and make Facebook and Twitter and the main, like the big ones. But we got another 100 social profiles made. MySpace is actually an important one, believe it or not. Bitly, many others there. So this is just to help build out the brand. You see how it has the brand name and the URL. That's really what we're looking for. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try to get these indexed. So let me Legiit. But I'll, if anybody's interested, I will put these in a Google Doc and link to them one after the live stream. But I just want to emphasize the point is to get the name in the URL so it builds up that brand trust. So does anybody have any questions on that? You want me to look at least one of them? We can do that. Let's look at what's a good one. Tumblr, where I saw Tumblr in there. And what I'm going to do off camera is set up Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I think nothing special, but I mean, as long as you do like the 100 pack, that's probably more than you need, to be perfectly honest. But the main thing like is to get the main ones, and then I don't know, 30 or 40 more. I just went with 100 because it wasn't that much. So many note paid. There is it also. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Yeah, I mean, there definitely is. I usually buy that 100 pack that I showed. Whether you need that many or not, I don't know, but it's only $40. So, but really, like again, the point is to get that there. So, not all of these are going to get indexed, and not all of them need to. In fact, none of them actually need it to, but it doesn't hurt for something that we're going to do later on. So, let me show you the service I like to use for indexing. Let's bring over this. This is Keith. He may even be on right now. I don't know. I mean, you got to understand that this isn't like a guest post or something like that where you're trying to get a transactional effect out of these one particular thing. What you're doing is building up the entity and the trust around your site. So it sees those and it goes, okay, this is a real business. We should take this seriously. And then it enhances the other things you do. I suspect in, I don't know, a week or so, we'll see some movement from any one of these. It's not like this one counts and this one doesn't, or you do this many and it doesn't count. It's just an overall signal. I know it's a bit abstract, but hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. This is the one I like to use for indexing. Let's see. Deal of the century, 100 URLs. That's a little pricier than I wanted to do. Bunches of 5, bunches of. All right. Well, let's see how many we have altogether. So let's go to dashboard again. And let's take a look at our foundation links. This is going to be even more. So I don't know that I'm going to try to get all of those indexed, but I'll probably just do the social profiles. All right. So let's take a look at this. Been using this for years. I guess I gave it some sort of PR booster. I really don't remember doing that. It makes me happy to see snapped links in their description because I own Snapped also. So let's download this. I don't remember doing the PR extra. Did I do that? Yeah, I didn't do a PR extra unless that's just part of it. Anyhow, let me open the deliverable. Creators Club says check out his index service if you want. I appreciate you shooting your shot. Oh man, it's got the credentials on every page. All right, well, I'm just gonna hope that nobody will mess with that, and maybe I'll just no. Somebody will. Hold on. Let me go through and remove the credentials. All right. Does anybody not understand why we do this? If so, I mean, I've explained it, but I'll be happy to cover it because I really want you to get the concept of it and not just think that it's like a spam or anything like that kind of thing. Like, I really want everybody to understand because, well, then you'll do it and pay me money. But no, if really, I want you to walk away with something you can use. So please clarify while I delete all the credentials from here. All right. Link foundation. All right. So everybody trying to tell me to use their indexing service. All right. Yeah, let me show it. And yeah, I'll show a couple of each. All right. So this is the foundation links order. And these are a little bit lower end as far as like links go. But again, it's just a matter of getting your brand name out there as many times as possible. So it associates that brand name with you. So that one wasn't a great example. This site sucks. Let me try a different one. All right. Well, I'll share the file afterwards, but I'm going to share at least a couple on screen. Let's take a look at this one. Kinda, Shannon. It's not so much that a human being will see these, because the odds are they probably won't. But it's so that it's just to get the URL out there. So there should be a link to the site somewhere in here. Yeah, maybe not. Let's pull up a couple more. Brand identity links tab. I know you can't see this on screen, but you will in a moment. Let's see. See, this is an example of one. So again, not a lot of direct value in these, but we're just trying to get as many mentions of the brand out there from sites that Google trusts. And I'm going to bring this spreadsheet back on screen. I'll put the link to these in the description of this video. So you see, these are like forums and brand identity links, basically the stuff with the brand name in it. Some of these are going to be dead. One of the reasons I like this package is because there's so many that even if some of them get deaded, as somebody I know says, there'll still be plenty there. Like this Google Sites one, that's a good one. So that one even gave us an exact match anchor. So anyway, let's go ahead and use the indexing service. I'm not just going to use my own for this one because there's so many. Tools.indexmenow.com. Log in. All right. So this is the indexing tool I like to use. It's called Index Me Now. So we're going to create a new project and social profiles. You can call it whatever, obviously. Let's grab the URLs from the social profiles order. And then I need to go create, I don't think, unless you guys specifically want me to, I'm going to create the Facebook and the Pinterest and all that myself and do it off camera. because I don't think that's particularly something you need a walkthrough of. I'll just show you the results when they're done. And I'm going to paste all those in. And I want to get that Google site as well. And then there was another Google, it was like a Google Drive. That's kind of a neat idea. And we'll stick that in there as well. And I think that's exactly how many credits I need. All right, so we're going to click save. All right, so basically what that's going to do is go through and attempt to index those. Some of them that won't be able to be indexed. Some of them just won't get indexed, and I'll get those credits back. But then the rest will get indexed, and that should help our cause some. And all that's left for month number 1 is to finish the citation. Oh, and the social signals are done too. Let me show you that. Is to finish our citations. And that's it. Then just to make the ones that we didn't get made already. And then, yeah, that's it. Where is it? All right. Oh, the citations are done too. I didn't realize. I thought he just meant that. I hope the credentials aren't in here. All right, let me delete the credentials real quick. Yeah, our citations are done as well. It's probably part of why. Well, anyway, yeah, you can see these now. We're still going to have to create Yelp and a couple of the other data aggregator ones. Some of these are not like the best. I don't really get what those are, but we just create as many as we can. And then we have some GPS listings as well. And that showed the credentials. Lovely. And then we have SEO wrappers for them. But yeah, I'll try to get some of those indexed as well. But yeah, so all we have left, let me bring up the guide. And then we're going to wrap up for the day. If anybody has any questions at any point, of course you can ask. Chrome. All right, so we're almost done with month number 1 now, and we've only been doing this for about 2.5 weeks. So it shows you how fast you can move, because I'm obviously doing all of this while explaining it all too. So I could have moved even faster if I wanted to. All right, so for month number 1, we have, I went too far. I know what I'll do. I'll go down to the checklist. Where is it? So this is where we are as far as progress. We connected to the AI dashboard. We installed Google Analytics. We installed Google Search Console. We did our keyword research. We set up a rank tracker in our dashboard. We set up Local Dominator. We optimized our content with Audit. Dude, I'm always a DM away. I'll send it over to you, though. We did our foundation links are done. We optimized our Google business profile. Our citations are done. Most of our social media profiles are done, and our social signals are done. So all we are waiting on now is me to go create the other social profiles and the handful of citations. And then our Web 2.0 is to be done. And then we can move on to month number 2. So, Alan, I'll send that to you as soon as I get off of here. You should have just messaged me, though. Some people just don't get it. Their email blocks it for whatever reason. And also, I'll ask you what email you used so I can check into what's going on with that. If we send Google Crawler, it also gives benefit. Yeah, that's actually kind of what's more important than indexing, to be honest, is that Google knows they exist. They're not going to index some of those because the whole point of indexing is to give something that might be a search result. And obviously some of those would be a terrible search result. So yes, as long that's a great question. And I'm glad you asked. Getting them crawled is much more important than getting them indexed, despite what some people are going to tell you. So I think that's it for today. Unless anybody has any questions, I can stick around for a few minutes. The stream has picked up a little bit, but got about 15 people on, so it's considering it's not bad. I'll give it another second or two, and then I'm just going to call it a day because, well, I'm just going to. All right, that's it. All right, we'll be back tomorrow at some point. I don't know the time. I haven't looked at the schedule yet for tomorrow, but Blake says no questions. Good example of how it only takes a little bit each day. Yeah, exactly. It's people want to make it this big, complex, complicated thing, and there are some complexities, but you just got to do a little bit each day. And I'm doing all this while also explaining it, and doing the live stream, and on top of everything else I'm doing. So yeah, great point. I actually, the day that we started the case study, I polled the people that were here that day, and that was what won. Waiting second month modules live to see it. Awesome. You can also choose others. I mean, there's, I can only do so much live at a time, but the point of this is to show you what you would do if you got a client and did it yourself. So that's kind of why I'm doing that. It'll pick up some other terms, like obviously the bathroom remodeling is popular because the first lead we got was about that. So. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry for the short stream today. We just got running behind on the schedule, but we'll be back for our, I don't know. Let's see. I started these on February 2nd. Tomorrow will be the 20th. So that'll be our 19th day, if my head math is right, of back-to-back live streams. So thank you for watching. I know you have a lot of things, a lot of demands on your time, and you're all very busy. So when you spend some time with me, it's something I always appreciate and never take for granted. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.